All right, everyone. It looks like we are ready for this next run. It is Liminal Ranger again by Ozmourn. So, Ozmourn, take it away.
All right, everybody. Hello. My name is Osborne again. I just did the Light Matter run that you all saw. Liminal Ranger is another like first-person adventure game. It's less puzzly and more of like adventure kind. But I highly recommend getting this game in particular, especially because it is on itch.io and it is free. It is pay your own price but technically free. But if you can donate to the dev, like I have, I highly recommend that you do so because they've made an incredible game here. And it is a very interesting game, very abstract. I have a lot to say, not a lot of time to say it. And so we're just going to be getting straight into the game here. Timing will begin when I hit new game. And so 3, 2, 1, go. So the very first thing that we're going to be doing is the pro gamer strat of skipping through text. We are here to meet our friend. When we turn the corner, they're not here anymore. We turn around, we think we hear them, but suddenly we see this guy and we think I'm wrong. Our friend has been lost in the spaces between dimensions, and it is our job that now we have worked for we have discovered an organization that is meant to bring peace to the universe, and we work for them for about 5 years, bringing happiness to specific spaces between dimensions while you look for a friend. And it is a very dramatic plot for such a very short game. And so right here, we're going to be grabbing our equipment. And the first thing we're going to be doing is breaking glass with a hammer, because what else would you do with hammers? And the second thing we're doing is using the spray to get rid of enemies. And if we're good at the game, this is the only portion of the run that we should be able to use the spray. I'm going to be using this checkpoint over here just for safety purposes. I'm going to be using our pogo stick. The second jump of the pogo stick will always be higher. And then I'm going to be using the teleporting coin to get a bit more height. Teleporting coin is pretty self-explanatory. You left click to shoot it, and then you right click to go to wherever you shot it and teleport exactly to where the coin is. And then you can keep the momentum of this specific pogo stick as long as you time your jumps correctly. And from here on out, we're just gonna be dealing with enemy cycles. And if we're good at the game, we should like have pretty fast cycles here. And now we are actually here to talk to a specific space personified by a shadow on the wall. This specific space is actually going to be a hallway, like a hallway, like an outdoor hallway. And so we're going to be this hallway is sad. We're actually going to be collecting memories of this hallway because the hallway feels like it's unappreciated and no one actually loves spending time in the hallway. And so we're going to be collecting memories in the forms of these soda cups and also benches that we're going to be collecting in order to show the hallway that people do love it and that it does actually they do enjoy spending time with it. This is the final memory of this particular area. We're going to be resetting checkpoint back to where we were before. We're going to be grabbing, okay, actually, okay, there we go. And so we're going to be putting this coin right here, and then we're going to be coming back to it later after having collected all the benches over here on this side. I accidentally went back to where I put the coin before, but that's perfectly fine because we can just reset the checkpoint back again. And now we're going to be coming over here to this side of the map in which we're going to be collecting the 4 benches as memories. We usually click this bottom to top, but now we're going to be collecting it top to bottom in this next section. It's starting with this guy right here, and depending on how we did our movement, the enemy cycle should either be good or pretty bad here. And for the most part, I'm gonna wait for this guy to turn around and collect this. There we go. Not that bad. We're gonna be collecting this checkpoint, and then we're actually going to be getting hit on purpose as we collect this particular memory. After collecting the 4th memory, we're going to be going back to where you put this teleporting coin and this enemy cycle. I'm going to kill this guy just for safety. Looks like we're not as good as the game as we anticipated, because if you have the cycles really like down, you shouldn't have to kill that guy. But returning to our boss, we're going to introduce the concept of having to get rid of an item and having to upgrade an item. The item that we're going to get rid of is the spray because it's kind of useless, and the item we're going to upgrade is the hammer because whenever you upgrade an item, in turn it has a specific alternate ability, and the alternate ability for the hammer is the most broken thing in the world. But believe it or not, it's actually still part of intended mechanics. And so we're going to be right clicking, and then when we jump, suddenly we can fly. That is a thing that's an intended thing that you can do in the game. But it's so like broken, and it's so freeing that you can just fly wherever you want to. It is an incredibly useful thing in the speedrun, and so we're going to be using it a lot. Right here, I'm going to be collecting this checkpoint for safety. And you could technically using the hammer in order to fly your way through this particular section, but I choose to use the pogo stick only because it might be a bit slower, but it allows me a bit more control as to where I'm going in the air, a bit more directional control, and so I enjoy using it more. Hey, this is a guy that we're supposed to be talking to, and there's a wall preventing us from talking to him, but for some reason it just does not reach all the way, and so we can just like walk past it. We're going to be collecting that memory through the wall there, naturally, because what else would you do? And so we're going to be collecting this second memory. We're going to be collecting 4 light switches and 4 chairs. The space that we're going to be making happy today is a hallway. No, not a hallway. That's the first level. A hotel room. This particular hotel room wants memories, and these memories are going to be these 4 light switches. And now that we've collected all of them, we're going to be going to the other end and collecting the 4 chairs, and we're going to keep our momentum. Thankfully we did. As long as we're not on the ground for too long, we should be able to keep momentum from the pogo stick, even if you haven't immediately used it afterwards. Flying up here with the hammer, excuse me, I said flying up here with the hammer. Thank you, that's what I wanted. We're going to be collecting this checkpoint, and then we're going to get purposefully hit by one of these. I don't know how to wait. What? Okay, we're going to purposely hit by one of these enemies after collecting this chair, and then climbing up here in order to grab this chair right here through the floor, and then reset checkpoint, bring out the teleporting coin, and then we're going to immediately teleport to where we put the coin to begin the level after collecting this chair. And now suddenly we're at the beginning of the level again. And you actually use the hammer's ability to get a bit more momentum, and you can just re-click right click in order to fly back down. And we're going to talk to that guy through the wall, and since we already collected all the memories beforehand, we can actually skip our first interaction with him. You're supposed to get rid of an item here, but for some reason during the specific screen in which you're supposed to be like collecting, like upgrading and getting rid of an item, you can just like move, and you can reset checkpoint and then move directly to like the portal that opens up after you like the portal opens up there, and so you don't have to get rid of an item. You can just go immediately to the next level. But Ruby, you have like 30 seconds to say something, and that's the only part of this run that you have to say something with, so you can start now.
All right, awesome. Just a reminder that we are raising money for the Trevor project. Go ahead and hit !donate in the chat to get our link to donate. Make sure that when you donate, you choose some incentives. So right now we've got our 2 upcoming incentives are Yakuza Like a Dragon, which we are at $200 out of 500 to do some karaoke, and then we have removing teammates in Star Fox 64 that we are at $0 out of 600, but those are going to be broken up into $200 chunks, one for each teammate.
All right, wonderful. So we're going to be leaving that teleporting coin to begin the level that we're going to come back to twice, and then we're going to be using the flying hammer in order to go what could be considered out of bounds. There's not really many bounds to go out of in the first place, and so we're going to be essentially skipping all the platforming down here by just flying above it all. And now we're going to be coming over here and getting that checkpoint, and we're going to be going back to it after we collect that memory. The 4 memories that we're going to be collecting here are 4 skateboards, and then actually 4 vents, the natural things you'd find in like a corridor outdoors. And so these specific things are really really interesting because we're actually collecting memories for the corridor that we lost our best friend in 5 years ago. And so after collecting this skateboard, we're going to be returning back to where we put this coin, and then boom, we're going to be leaving it here again, so that you don't have to like climb all the way back up here after we collect the rest of the memories on the other side. And then we're going to be collecting the 4 vents over here on the other side. Originally we would do it bottom, since we really optimized the way that we use this hammer. We collect them top to bottom now. And now we're going to collect that one through the wall, so that we don't have to deal with the enemies. Collect this one, And then as soon as we collect this one, we're going to be teleporting back to where we put the coin. And that is the end of level 3. And now we're going to be talking to our boss again. Time is going to come up soon. And after we're going to talk to our boss, we're going to go home. And once we get into our car, that is when time is going to pop up. So 3, 2, 1, time. That's time. Pretty good. It's a pretty good run overall. Minimal mistakes. I really enjoyed it. And so that is Liminal Ranger. Again, this is a really good game. It is made by one person, one man, including all the music. Tom Top has composed all the music here as well. I highly recommend picking it up. It's a really nice passion project, and you can tell how much love he put into this game. And it is technically free, so you can get that's a perk of it. But I highly recommend donating to the dev if you can, through itch.io's like pay your own price feature. And so it's a really nice game. And remember, this is the normal ending. There is a true ending that I did not show off, and so there's still more content of this game that you can check for yourself by downloading this game. And look us up on speedrun.com. Join the Discord. Tom Top is in the Discord. We made our own speedrun Discord that he joined. Again, shout out to him. He's great. I highly recommend checking this game out. And I don't have much to say. It's a good game. Go download it. It's free. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much to everyone at Power Up with Pride for having me on again and showing off 2 amazing runs. And I am hoping that I can have convinced one person to download them. So yeah, that is it. My name has been Ozmourn. This has been Light Matter, Any Percent, No Major Glitches, and Liminal Ranger ending. Good luck to Free for the next run, and hope you all have a good night.
Thank you again, Ozmourn, for those 2 wonderful back-to-back runs, as well as the race that you did earlier in the marathon. Speaking of runs earlier in the marathon, if you missed any runs, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel. You can also stay up to date on this event and any future events by following us on Twitter or joining our Discord. Links to all of these can be found in the panels below the stream or by using !social in the chat. Right now we are getting set up for our next run, which is going to be Yakuza Like a Dragon with Froob. So give us just a few moments, and I will actually be signing off here. So thank you everyone so much for continuing to watch, continuing to donate, continuing to tell all your friends about this wonderful marathon and the wonderful charity we're raising money for. So I will leave you in the capable hands of Sporadic Erratic and Froob for the next run. Take care, and I will see y'all later.